Hello and welcome to Amare Divina, a space of spiritual sovereignty, freedom, love, light, and reclamation. And today I have a star family offering for us today. This is not a pick a pile situation because this is a message brought forth in unity. So yes, it's going to be lots of different star families or maybe main few. I'm not entirely sure. I just know this is a message of unification. And so if a particular star family does let its name be known, then that's for a specific someone or specific someone's for whatever reason. But this message is in no way meant to divide us into saying that we are this or we are that or we are this or we are that. I'm sure we are. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and then start. All right, so the first that we have is breathe the sun, presence, pineal activation, relax, let go. And on the bottom, because it seems super relevant, is stepping stones, take the next step, let go of the old paradigm. All right, our next one, ooh, that was quick. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Okay. Oh, and I'm being told to pull another from this deck. Being guided to pull another from this deck. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. All right. Another. Okay. And I feel like I should put this. Oh, there's no room. Okay. Another. Your vibration is rising. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. I'm going to put this here, and I think I can move on to my last deck. I can. Okay. Oh, I grabbed this deck on accident. Maybe it wasn't an accident. Okay, we're getting another one. Emergence. This isn't even the deck I meant to pull from, but here we are. I'm just going to move it up. Make sure you can see it. Emergence. Oh, celebrate sensuality, joy, right to enjoy, truly living. Okay, I think I can get to the next deck now. And look, this is still on the bottom, so this is relevant somehow, some way. So, oh Lord. Yeah, I have to put it in. I have to, but we're going to. Stepping stones. Take the next step. Let go of the old paradigm. Your vibration is rising. Make a decision. I just want to make sure I remember what those say. Here we go. Can I please? Okay. Surrender is also relevant. Release misaligned energies. Retune to your truth. The message is very clear here. Okay, I don't have anywhere to put that, so I'm just going to put it to the side. Let me see if I can pull one of these yet. Oh, that was fast. I thought they were going to withhold. Status. Jupiter and Taurus in the second house. Another. Yes. Eccentricity. Saturn in Aquarius in the 11th house. Thank you, Flower, for accommodating me. And on the bottom is Mercury in Cancer in the 4th house. Intuition. All right, give me a second. Okay, so immediately what I'm being told here, I'm being guided to share with you. The star families have gathered together, whomever is here, I know not, but they've gathered together to transmute whatever energies you have to release at this time and to assist you in this matter by surrounding you in their energetic knowing of who you truly are and of different aspects of you and different gifts and things like that that you have at your disposal. This is a co-creative event or experience, and it does require your participation. Your participation in this matter is just to let go, to surrender these things that you may still be holding on to or worrying about or fearing, to let those things go and to bring them to the sun. And the way that's coming through for me is illuminate them with your light. Step into your power, accept your sovereignty. You didn't come to this reading without having your own practices in place, your own experiences in place that have shown you ways in which you can deal with heavy energies. And they're saying when you step into that light, just offer this to the sun. I think you also need to be in the sun and soak in the sun intentionally. I don't think it has to be very long. It feels like 5 minutes is enough. So that's just sitting in the sun, feeling the rays on your skin, and intentionally accepting the codes that are there for you and allowing them to work their magic. Also, making sure that you're in a calm place when you're doing that, in a centered place when you're allowing yourself to receive. And this is going to allow new energetic bodies to arise within you and to be integrated, and for the emergence of more of who you are, a lighter version of who you are, a more wise version of who you are. And this is necessary because your energetic presence in its full development and emergence has a profound effect on everything around you, the earth beneath your feet, and those who interact with you. And I feel like there's some kind of agreement here that that's what something that you would do. Star families are, at least in this reading, are deeply interested in the missions that you have agreed to fulfill by coming here, whether you remember them or not. The remembrance, which we can work on together, isn't highly important. No, it's not highly important. What's highly important is that you connect to your heart center and you make decisions from that place. So, this is something that you've already been taught, that you've already been told, that's already been known to you. And it's something you need to put into practice more and more so that it's second nature. That when you make a decision, you make a decision from this pure, authentic space of who you are, and it fulfills that heart space and it's heart led. And that you stop making decisions from a place of what other people told you who you are, how you should be, or what makes sense, or what's the right move. Wait, there's something else I'm being pulled out to say here. Decisions from places of fear and lack. Need to really analyze where you are, what standpoint you are in when you feel like a decision might be right for you. And so you need to surrender those objectives, those motivations that weigh you down. They need to be surrendered to the light to be transmuted. And one way that you can surrender things to the light is by your pure presence. And of course, again, there are different spiritual practices that'll help you bring yourself into a pure present moment right now. I'm just going to recommend it. One thing that's coming to me now is, oh, goodness. What is it? It's a course. You don't have to take this course. It's just an example. There's a course where he teaches you how to truly just be present here and now within your physical body. And I think that's why you're bringing him to my mind, where he does physical things and breath work to physically, fully be in your body. Ultra presence. That's what he calls it. Ultra presence. And I can't remember his name right now. And I'm not saying you have to go out and get that course. I think you just need to know the gist of that. And if another teacher appears to you that teaches something similar, that maybe that's the calling, that's the sign to move forward with that. Be it a paid thing or free, it really doesn't matter. It's something you'll be called to, will be made available to you, or you already are aware of it. You might already be aware of this practice that helps you be fully present in your physical body so that the light that you are can ground. Because what we tend to do, those who highly associate with being star beings, whether known or unknown to them, or even angelic realm type beings, we tend to associate more with our higher chakras. It's kind of like a getaway, an escape route from the physical world around us because we found it so dense and difficult to deal with. But what we actually need to do is really get in touch with those lower chakras, that earth star chakra that grounds us to the earth, the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar, so that everything above the heart can just come down and go into the physical with us. We want to bring that with us down into those chakras. We need to really be present and stable within our core, that solar plexus, so that our voice can be heard, truly heard, in its own authentic space for what it is. the words don't really matter. It's the resonance behind them. And that resonance will be carried through by the alignment of the chakras down onto the earth, down onto that physical temple that you've been given by Gaia herself. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Okay, so there are things that you've asked for, that you've been working on, but what you don't see yet is that, okay, so there's a higher mind, right? And the higher mind sees the whole picture. There's a higher you, higher mind you, and it sees the whole picture, and it guides you by you following your excitement. So if you're familiar with the excitement formula as presented by Bashar, then that's what I'm referring to. Or you can just look it up, Bashar's excitement formula. I don't even know if that's the name, but I feel like that Google will get you there. And and what often happens is you just have to, the things that excite you, that give you pleasure in this moment, they don't always make sense to you in regards to that bigger ask that you have. Like, I really want a new car or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making things up. And these things you're doing make no sense that it would get you to the new car. And maybe it's because it's getting you to something else that's way more relevant and way more satisfying and way better than that particular new car that you asked for. Whether it be that car or another car, or it's not, or a different mode of transportation altogether. It just all makes sense when you get there. But you have to know that what you have access to in what we will call the small mind, which isn't to belittle that mind, it's just in terms of what it can perceive. The small mind only perceiving right what's in front of you, right next to you, before you, or what has happened in the past, but not necessarily what can come, what can happen. That small mind will limit you in terms of what is potentially out there for you. You can use it to cultivate an excitement and to follow those little excitements presenting yourself to you in that moment, and that's a perfect way to use it, but don't use it to plan the future. Use it to cultivate loving kindness, energetic fulfillment within your body, within your heart, use it to cultivate that present sense of knowing that everything will work out, but do not use it to cultivate a future. You need to be here and now, because that is where everything is available to you right now. And that is the time traveler mechanism that you need to get to that higher timeline that will allow you to fulfill whatever your starseed mission is on this earth. I feel like I talk fast sometimes. No, sometimes, a lot of times. And that's just me trying to get everything through. Okay, the 11th house is about, is Aquarian in nature, but it's also Aquarius, or the 11th house, also represents ETs, extraterrestrials. And so that means people, energies that are different than the norm. So if you're concerned with how out there or how weird you may come across, you really need to put that to the side, and you really need to embrace the honor it is to be that weird being that's incarnated on this earth, because you really are turning things topsy-turvy, and you're allowing other people to be comfortable with who they are. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's in a comparison matter where they're like, well, I'm weird and I'm hiding, but I'm not as weird as that person over there. You know what I mean? But whatever. It's actually an honor to be able to come here and be so different and explore how great and grand that difference is, even if in the beginning it was something that you weren't honored by others around you for, may even been triggering for them. But there is a crown in this matter. I keep seeing the crown on that card. There is a royalty aspect to this, because you are the one that said, F it, I'm going to be me. I'm going to do me in whatever way I can. And I'm not even talking about just now in this higher vibrational state that you are acquiring. I mean, even in those other states, before you even knew all this stuff about yourself, or maybe before you even knew all this stuff about yourself, you still rebelled a little bit, right? You still did your thing. You might not have done it to the extent you could have. You might have toned it down a bit, but you still did it. And that's amazing. That's a sign of mastery in and of itself. That part of you that wouldn't ignore that call, wouldn't completely ignore it. And so these are the steps that you want to take, and understand that each step is a huge leap in a quantum jump of realities. It really is. To you, you think, oh, all I did today was meditate for 5 minutes. All I did today was do a little bit of Tai Chi to connect myself with my body, whatever. All I did, no, you did a whole lot more than that, okay? Because the physical action is the language of physical reality. So it's saying that you're ready for more, and so they took you for more, and they're ready for more, and they took you for more. So to star families, in the interest of unity, this is a message that they collectively share and they collectively agree will lead to the ultimate outcome that we're all looking for, that will look different, that could look a lot different than what you're expecting, even what they're expecting, but the core energetic aspect of it they know is a given. Freedom. You have to follow and go with your freedom. Okay, I think this is a message too, because I have these two cards in my I'm not even using this deck. This card was just to the side. These are all, both cards are about flow. So releasing control, divine will, oceanic consciousness to the sea. These cards are both about releasing and letting go and just following through on those things that call to you, because following your heart does not feel like hard work. It might feel a little scary, it might feel a little risky to the egoic part of you that wants to keep you safe and within cultural norms. But it is the answer. It's going to get you there. So that is the ultimate decision you have to make. The old paradigm or the new paradigm. The miserable you, I really didn't want to say miserable, but that's what the miserable you or the ecstatic you. And there's a transitionary period between those yous that can be a little scary. All right. That's the end of the reading. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so glad I got this through for you. I just showed up and here we are. I literally knew this was going to be like maybe an hour before I had to put my son down. And then like while I'm putting him down to sleep, I'm like thinking like, I know this is the message. I know this is, I'm just trying to figure out what they want. So anyways, ignore my tangents. I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.